cracking, peeps? T-Money reporting for Body Bags, week 244, college week. Before I get into this, I want to say that the mood is right for a Body Bags review this evening. It is literally, we're having tornado warnings outside right now, and the wind is a-whipping, the trees are a-howling, and my cat's up in the window scared shitless because the rain is coming through the window so hard that it's coming through the screen and into the house, and it's very scary outside, so it's a perfect time to do this review for Body Bags, where horror does lie. So anyway, guys, week 244, the theme, oh, there goes some lightning. The theme for this week was college theme horror. So the film that I chose is one that may or may not have been talked about before on this channel. I can't remember for the life of me, but I know that it hasn't been done yet this week. So I chose Final Exam, a film from 1981, a slasher film from 1981, taking place on a college campus. It's basically about, the semester is about to be over at Lanier College. I think it's in Massachusetts or something. And the students decide to play a terrorist attack prank on campus. Come to find out that there's a knife-wielding maniac on the loose who starts to randomly stalk and slash kids on the campus. So there's a lot of distractions and that sort of thing, but that's basically your theme. A knife-wielding maniac stalks a college campus. What we have in this film is a lot of character development. I personally like it. I feel like a lot of people... Well, first off, let me tell you that the film's written and directed by Jimmy Houston. It stars Cecile Baghdadi, Joel Rice, and those are the only two that are credited on the back. There's actually a reference to Vermont in this film by the character of Radish, played by Joel Rice, I believe, which is very interesting because I am a Vermonter, so I love that. But some of the complaints that people have about the film is that the killer, there's too much downtime. Like, it takes a while for the film to start. Like, the first hour of the film is a lot of character development that kind of doesn't really go anywhere. And the other complaint is that the killer is kind of lackluster. There's no reason established for his killing. But I personally appreciate that for what it is, because real-life killers don't always have to have a motive or a reason. Sometimes they just snap, and that's what what happens in this film. And there is no masked killer. There is no Jason Voorhees. There is no laid-to-rest character or anything. Victor Quality, Hatchet. No, this is just a normal guy who goes crazy with a knife. Plain and simple. So you gotta love it. I love it for what it is. The simplicity of what it is. It's not trying to be self-aware. It's not trying to be anything that it isn't. It is what it is. It's a slasher film about a maniacal killer on the loose stalking a college campus and killing college students. And what you see is what you get. There are no punches being pulled. However, there's a college prank that's played, which I must say, something like that, they couldn't get away with doing that. There's a scene in the film where a bunch of the students basically pull a prank on campus, and they pull up in a minivan, hop out, and start machine gunning students down. And so they're basically just like going on a murder rampage, a killing spree on campus, which, tragically and unfortunately is something that's happened since this film's been made in reality many times, making it kind of inappropriate. And I guess something that just wouldn't happen today in film because of that, because it's a touchy subject. But when this film was made, I don't want to say there was that much more peace on earth, but something like that an act like that hadn't occurred, I guess, entirely. And I guess things are just viewed differently now that so many killings have happened, tragic campus murder sprees have happened in real life. So it's kind of a predecessor to what actually happened in reality. But anyway, it's just something odd to note, and in a way it's kind of interesting because something like that would not, I don't think, be allowed to be created nowadays on film. But it's just a small part of the film. What I like about the film is I love the characters. Radish is great. I love the character development between the characters. You really get to know them and their, and how they think, and they're very different from one another. You've got Radish, the smart, not introverted. He's just a very intelligent guy, and he has kind of a lot of a lot of answers for reasons why he thinks that people in real life go crazy. And I don't know. I just like the dialogue created between the characters in the film. You've got your stereotypical characters, your jock, your princess, your nerd, all those, but they all kind of come together in this film and, you know, try and save each other from this vicious killer that is a knife-wielding maniac. But anyway, I enjoy the film. The setting on the college campus is perfect. It's a very New England-y setting, so it's close to home. I can relate to it. The kills, I have to say, they're kind of lackluster. There's not a lot of blood. They're basically just knife stabbings, mostly off screen, penetration, but no, you don't actually see it. You just kind of see the movements. So for me, I would have liked to have had it be a little bit more bloody and gory, since slasher films kind of, you know, were known for that, I guess. So in that sense, I think the film is a little bit bland. The kills are definitely lackluster, but I really dig the story that's told, and kind of like for the first time, you know, there's always a reason people are looking for in slasher films. Like, you know, why is this killer doing this? Why is this killer doing that? The answer in this one is that sometimes people just snap. And there really is no reason. There is no motive. And there doesn't need to be. And for me, I think that's kind of unique. And I actually appreciate that about this film. You don't have, you know, the neglected child, or you don't know anything about this character. He's just a killer on the loose who decides to, for no apparent reason, hit up this campus with a knife. But yeah, I dig it. You know, it's very 80s in feel and tone and in look, and I really appreciate that. And so for anything, if anything, the story's strong in my opinion. The character development is strong. The setting is great on the college campus. The actors are legit. I think they're all pretty good for essentially no-named actors. So my only complaint really is in the special makeup effects kills department. That's really it. And the fact that it takes a little while for the story to get going. You know, you get a lot of kills kind of towards the latter part of the film, but the beginning there is a lot of character development and not much happening in the way of action. But I can deal with that. I appreciate it if the story's strong enough. And for me, it kind of was. I mean, I like it. You know, you get Lover's Lane, all kinds of fun stuff. So I enjoy the film. I recommend you guys check it out. Definitely, if you're into slashers from 1981, it's definitely kind of a second or third tier slasher. Not one of the more popular ones, but Scream Factory gave it the treatment. This is an older release, too. It's from 2014, 13. I don't know. Wow, it says special thanks to Bill Olsen and Walt Olsen. So they must have had something to do with this. I didn't know that. The guys from Code Red and Scorpion. Cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Week 244 on body bags were horrorized. Let's hope that my house doesn't blow down from this tornado that's supposed to strike. And I'll catch you guys next Friday. Peace. Have a great weekend.